Okay, it's time to put our quilt together. What we're going to focus on is putting our sashing strips in our quilt, and when we assemble this quilt, it's going to be on point. So we are going to first assemble our strips on the diagonal. This being one diagonal strip, another diagonal strip going straight across to the other corner. So what we have to do first is we have to take our 2" by 12.5" strips, sashing these two pieces together. Another strip here, sashing these two pieces together. When this strip is done, we'll do the same for each long diagonal strip. We're going to show you step by step with the sewing machine how to do this sashing and top stitch it. Okay, on your work surface, what you're going to need to do is to layer your sashing in your blocks in a particular order. You're going to take a 2 by 12.5 piece of sashing, and you're going to place your block on top of that sashing. So we'll take the block that we're going to use and we're going to place it on top of the sashing. On top of that, we're going to take our other piece of sashing that we have cut. We're going to layer that. And then last, we're going to put a piece of batting. With all this layer together, we're going to sew a 1/4" strip, a 1/4" seam allowance. Using your 1/4" foot with your glide plate down on the side, we're going to piece together the sandwich we just made and hook our first piece of sashing. With your sashing stitched together, you have got your back piece, your batting, and your top. So you can see how that makes a beautiful connecting piece. What we're going to do is we are going to take our back piece and tuck that out of the way, and we are going to press your top flat. We're going to take the back piece of sashing, again, tuck it out of the way. We're going to press our top over with the batting. Then we are going to take our other setting triangle and we are going to bring it over and stitch it to the sashing, lining up down at the bottom of the block this way. We're going to stitch together our next setting triangle with the top and batting of the sashing we just attached. While we keep it lined up with the bottom end of our main block. And there you can see how the top is now sashed together. Okay, so we have our pieces sashed, our two setting triangles sashed. And again, this quilt is going to be on point. So we will have our last corner piece right here. So what we've done is we've attached the two sashings to our main block with our setting triangles. Now what we're going to do, we have one sashing put together, and we're going to show you how we're going to now take that little piece we tucked away, bring it over on the back, so our back looks as beautiful as the front. And what we're going to do is we are going to take a piece of our 1/4" wash away Wonder Tape and attach it right along the raw edge of our sashing strip. Just put it on, press it down, make sure it's pressed down tightly, and then what you're going to do is just peel away the top protective strip, leaving the glue strip attached, and then you can just pull it right off. And this is on the raw edge on the right side of your fabric on the back of the quilt. Now we're going to bring over the piece that we've just attached, and we are going to bend this over and attach that by finger pressing our glue strip down. And it looks nice, but we need to stitch it down to attach it. Okay, we've put on our stitch in the ditch foot, and what we're going to do now is we are going to come down and stitch right in the ditch of this sashing piece. Now, as you can see up here, the pieces don't meet up, but that's okay because we are going to continue to square up this quilt. So we will drop that right there so that blade is going right in our ditch. So you can see from the back that our stitch in the ditch has caught our sashing strip right at the end. Now here you can see we missed a little bit. So if you did miss a little bit on your stitching in the ditch, you can very simply turn this over and then edge stitch your sashing with a beautiful decorative stitch. It just adds to the quilt.